Donny, what?
Laura, or should I say Laura?
Laura.
Laura.
You're one of our own for the next month.
I even have a kilt.
Do you?
I do.
Why is it not on?
I can go put it on if you'd like.
You wear a kilt as the Pharaoh.
Yes,
I mean,
it's a gold kilt.
Oh my goodness, what a treat. First of all, how much fun is it playing the Pharaoh?
To be honest with you, I started doing Joseph over 30 years ago.
My goodness.
And I remember thinking, someday, if I ever come back to this show, it'll probably be the role of Pharaoh. And it exceeded my expectations. The audience, the theater, the cast, the crew, everyone's so great to work with. But when you analyze this show, every character, principal and otherwise, there are serious moments. In the role of Pharaoh, there's not one serious moment. There is not a serious bone in his body. And I take advantage of that.
But you seem like someone who still gets an absolute thrill and buzz off it.
I absolutely love it. It's a hard business. Show business is tough. It's up and down and everything in between. So you've got to really love this business to stay in it for 6 decades, like I've done. It's that show last night that says it's all worth it. All those hours in the rehearsal hall in front of the mirrors and dancing and singing, it's worth it. It's challenging, but when you're playing the role of Pharaoh, it's worth it, baby.
And it is worth it for the fans as well, because I have been here so many times, seen many stars. I have never seen fans queue outside like that. What does that mean to you?
Well, I've said this many times in interviews, but I really do have the best fans in the world. Some of those ladies have been with me since the 70s.
Yeah.
I'm talking 1870. No, they are the most loyal fans. Even during the lean years and all the ups and downs, they were there.
Yeah.
They're just supporting me and following me. And I do give a lot back as well. And so it's a very symbiotic relationship.
And what a place for you to be for December. You're going to be here over Christmas, aren't you?
My wife joins me next week.
Is she excited about that?
Oh, she can hardly wait.
What are you going to do on Christmas Day?
I don't know yet. I'm going to leave that up to my wife. She's the boss.
She'll find somewhere.
Yeah.
Get that kilt out.
Men think they rule the world. Women rule the world.
They really do.
So you ask your wife, what do you want to do? Whatever she wants, I'll do. And what is the celebration called after New Year's?
Hogmanay.
Hogmanay.
Are you going to stay for Hogmanay?
I would love to stay, but I think we have to leave.
No, Donny.
If I can change my plans, I'm going to stay and talk my wife into it, because I hear it's amazing.
It is amazing in Scotland. Fireworks, steak pie. Ever had a steak pie?
No, but it sounds good.
Osmond Mania was huge.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think we can even imagine what it was like now. As a youngster on stage, did you thrive on that? Were you able to step away from it?
I think it was 1972 when we were banned from Heathrow Airport. The only way we could get into London was to fly into Scotland and take a secret train.
Seriously?
That's the way we had to get into the country. And when I look back at those films and the videos and the pictures of that moment, it's almost like another person.
Yeah.
Because I really do wear 2 different hats. When I leave the stage, when I go home, I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm a grandpa. I learned that ironically, from Elvis Presley when I met him. Wow. I watched him on stage. It was the Hilton Hotel in Las Vegas. He had the audience in the palm of his hand. He's the king, king of rock and roll. So the next night, I'm in his dressing room with my brothers getting ready for the show. And the door opens up, and Elvis walks in. And he says, "Hi everybody, I'm Elvis Presley." And I remember thinking, I'm 14 years old. I remember thinking to myself, we know your name, you don't have to introduce yourself. But he was the most humble guy, and I saw a different person right then than I saw 24 hours before that.
Yeah.
And I realized at that moment, it changed my life. You're on stage as an entertainer, it elevates you, but when you go backstage and when you walk out that stage door, yes, you're a star in their eyes, but you still put your pants on one leg at a time. You're still a normal person.
Yeah.
And when I go home, I try to balance that out, because I've seen a lot of people in show business get caught up in their own press.
Yeah.
And it's easy to do.
You're going from this back to Vegas again.
Yeah. All 6 decades of my show business in a 90-minute show. I mean, it's just jam-packed.
What an amazing
Do you know
thing.
what really goes over all the time?
What?
I closed my eyes.
I close my eyes.
Drew back the curtain.
Ah.
And that's what the audience does right there.
It's so lovely to have that kind of effect on people's lives.
It really is. When you're in the valley, you realize, oh, up is better.
The only way is up.
Only way is up. But you really have to know the bitter to understand the sweet.
Yeah.
And I really understand the sweet.
Can't wait to see you in that kilt, a gold kilt.
All I can say is great.
Well, it's been great to chat to you.
It's been great to chat
Have
to
a
you,
great
Laura.
Christmas.